What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here with Kirabug with a late review for episode 10. My dog over there sniffing like he's about to take a poop. Don't do that, Buster. H. So this is late because we actually just moved. We're in Southern California now. Before we lived in San Francisco, and we're not going to talk about the details there, but we are in a location for recording again. That one. That's what I meant to say.
With internet.
With internet. So now we can cover episode 10. Episode 10, by far, was my favorite episode yet. And I was really worried at the beginning because the same people who did episode 5 were in charge of episode 10. And I kind of go like, are they going to do what happened in episode 5? But they actually didn't. There were a few parts here and there, but I didn't notice it for the most part. Again, if you cycle through any anime and try to find out one part where the animation is really, really bad and pause it at the right time, you'll find that. So, and in this case, there's some of those shots again. But again, animation is past episode 5. We're not talking about that anymore. If the animation thing is a problem, either watch it or don't. How'd you feel about episode 10?
I loved it. It was my favorite episode by far. All the fighting, and it was comedic. I laughed a couple times.
Yeah, the part when Beerus got flicked.
I laughed out loud at that part.
That was
it. Was perfect.
Yeah, we were both actually laughing. Actually, I love the fact that
his face.
Yeah, like. So one of my favorite fights of all time, probably I'll rank my top 5, was the fight between Goku and Beerus in the Battle of Gods movie. And based on what I saw in this so far, which is only like a third of the fight, or maybe half the fight, I like this a lot better. Just because
that's not half the fight. It's definitely like a third.
Well, there should be 2 more episodes, I think. The next episode is episode 11, and episode 12 is where ultimately the saga is going to end before episode 13 takes it over, when they go beyond Saiyan God, which I'll discuss in another video. But for now, I love the beginning of the fight. It was interesting because like Goku has no control of his powers. Like I remember in Battle of Gods, like what's his face, Beerus kind of teaching him like how to be a god. But in here, he had no clue at all, and like Beerus took an advantage just to like toy with him. But then like I feel like it wasn't until he did the flick to him where that's where like the relationship started kind of develop between both the guys, and like you could tell that Beerus like began respecting Goku more.
He's like, okay, I see you.
You held a grudge against that, dude. That's hilarious. Like go back and rewatch that. Just the flick, it's like a flick and what is it? A flick and a chop. Now we're even. Like that part was amazing. But most of the episode, I mean, there's really not much to say. Most of the episode just consisted of Goku losing, and now they're taking it to the sky. It looks like they're skipping the part where they were underground in the Battle of Gods movie, and then going straight to the fight in space, which is even more interesting because he is still a Super Saiyan God, which he wasn't in the movie. In the movie, he went Super Saiyan God, lost his power in the cave, and then he was a Super Saiyan back in space. So I'm curious to know how much that's going to change. And obviously, it's changed now. And if he stays a Super Saiyan God the whole time, I think now we're at the point where Battle of Gods isn't the same as to what's happening right now.
We're starting to see lots of differences.
The only thing I didn't like is they brought Pilaf back for no reason again, and the Pilaf part got completely rewritten out.
But he was cute in this episode. Like, did you see his little pouty faces?
Do you want some food?
Yeah.
Fine. I like how both Mai and the dog dude. I always forget the dog's name.
Who cares?
Shu? Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
He was like, they like looked at Pilaf and like, do you want some food? It's like, say yes, say yes. Yeah, we can have some food. I mean the entire Pilaf part in the movie originally annoyed me. But like I like how they did a lot better this time. It wasn't a whole focus around it. There was just kind of like parts here and there.
Yeah, I think
like,
the best part about it was that they prolonged it to the point where whenever we see that group, it's such a short segment that it's not bothersome at all.
Although I think episode 4 was the one where it was all about them and nothing really happened with it. I mean, episode 4 was probably my least favorite out of all of them. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what's about to happen next mostly because everything's going to be different. Because small spoiler. Don't skip this part if you don't want episode 13 spoiled. But I have a title. So if you're still watching this right now, you're okay with me talking about the title. But the episode 13 title is Goku Go Beyond Super Saiyan God. So obviously that's going to be the secret where Goku learns what he needs to do to become a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, my theory at least. And I actually discussed in my God key explanation video that I uploaded this past weekend. I'll link it in the description below if you want to watch it. Where I talked about where God Ki came from, and the answer to that is Whis tells them, hey, learn how to master Super Saiyan God and go Super Saiyan, and you'll go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Ironically, that's where the name came from. Which, again, to those who don't know, God Ki is a new base form, essentially. So Goku, whether he's red hair or not red hair, he is in his base form as a god. So when he goes Super Saiyan, he has the blue hair. That's how it works. Once you master the God Ki, essentially. And if you're in your base form and you just get really angry and power up, that's how the golden, not the golden, but the red aura, red hair kind of appears. I don't really have the full explanation there. We'll find out in the next couple episodes, but that's just kind of how that works. So we'll see that officially in episode 13. But anything else?
No.
Platypus faces? So let us know your favorite parts about episode 10 in the comment section below, and your predictions for the next episode, what you think is going to happen, whether it's going to be same or different from Battle of Gods. Any thoughts, feedback, drop it below. And we'll take it from there. Buster just fell asleep. Look how cute he is.
Yeah, he really did.
Buster! Buster!
Now he's awake. You just woke him up.
Thanks, Dad. I was asleep, dick. Anyway, I guess my computer doesn't like it when I turn it around to look at the dog, or it was probably karma for me waking him up, but it screwed up at that part. But basically what we just said is we'll see you guys in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like right below, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.